Hello, hello everybody. So my name's John Bell. I've been wanting to do podcasts or talks about my mental well-being for some time now, and just knowing how to start. So it's not normally been my sort of thing. So why do I want to do these? So basically, coming up to 3 years, most will know I lost my son Jake Bell to suicide, and the impact this had on myself and my mental health, my well-being was huge, as you can imagine. So I've been wanting to do sort of podcasts on my journey, of coming through, how to come through this sort of level of trauma that this causes, the ripple effect it can have on everybody as well, and on how suicide does affect everybody. I want to look at breaking some stigmas around suicide as well, and just talking about well-being in general. So I'd love to sort of I've said numerous times that I feel daft talking to a camera. I'd love to start talking to people, and you bounce off each other, don't you? You're talking about well-being. So anybody wanting to do so, feel free to get in touch. I didn't even know how to start this video this morning. I didn't have a clue how to start it until I sort of popped into my local Tesco's and got chatting to Rick, one of the managers there. I see people day in, day out and talk quite openly, and the amount of people that are out there that are wanting to listen when you are going through something like that. I mean, we can quite easily think and get stuck in our own bubbles, can't we, in society, in life, and we do so every day. We ask somebody how they are, and then you're like, oh, I don't want your life story. So what do I want to talk about? How we can come through traumatic experiences, and it's not a case of you ever get rid of the trauma that things cause in our life. It's always going to be there. Grief, no matter what we do, it's always there. Grief is just, you learn to realise a reflection of your love for that person you lost, and when it's a child, it breaks those laws, breaks the unwritten laws, and shouldn't happen. Or your cliches don't fit, do they, either? So what I want to talk about is how it affects me, and talk about this more regular. I think I talk with people, and the conversations we have, I think, would be so beneficial to others, in order to understand well-being, suicidal thoughts and tendencies, how they develop. I mean, it's different for everybody, how they develop, and the fact that we can contribute more as people. Not contributing, it's contradictory. It's could affect your mental health, and then you could be subject. So it's a very big can of worms that I want to sort of tread around on what I think is a good way how I deal with it, and hopefully it helps others. So and the build up to where Walking for Hope came from. Now the chat I had this morning, I wanted to talk about with Rick. I was discussing, he was saying about when we talk about things, and see, I can't choose my words when I'm talking to a camera. It just don't come out. I once spoke with somebody and said, another person who'd lost a child this way, and said that I would do anything, and I've said this on many occasions to numerous people, I would do anything to have Jake back with me, absolutely anything. And knowing full well that's virtually impossible to have him physically here. Would I want to be the same person I was when Jake was here? And no, I wouldn't. Not that I consider myself a bad person, but we're dealing with my mental well-being, disappearing into sort of nature for a good portion of time, and going into the darkest place of my own mind of not wanting to be here, to a point where you sort of make your peace with death, to a point where then you learn to live again. So I would never have reached a point like that had I not lost my son, and I know I will be reunited with him at some point, despite which belief system anyone believes in. It'll just be, because it has to be. There has to be hope. And for me, every day I go to bed at night, and I'm not lying with this, it is every day, I do contemplate the fact that I want to wake up and do all this again. The love I have for my son, and finding that more so in the solace of finding myself in the outdoors. Love is so powerful, and that keeps me going. It gives me hope. So I want to create hope, more hope for myself and for others, with Walking for Hope, and find what's out there, reinforce what's out there, and work with others, families, young people, on giving them hope as well. Hopefully, I mean, we can save some lives, hopefully. The thing is, we'll probably never know in some cases, that as long as we're being nice and we're doing things with good intentions, it's got to work, has it not? It has to. We have to have hope. So back to the conversation with Rick. So would I'd do anything to have my son back, but knowing what I know now, and how much this can help others, and how much it helps me in wanting to be here, I would have my son back, because I know I'll be with him again, and it would help. This has the ability to help so many people understanding how we can come through these traumatic experiences. I know for a fact it does. I don't think it's possible it can't help others. We can experience joy again, and through my daily blogs I'm going to show this, and I'm going to create hope, and I'm going to keep doing this every day for myself, for my family, for you, and for your family and your children. So please log in, follow if this is something you feel can help you, and come along on this journey. Come and join us on some walks. Phone's going off now. That's my wife telling me to get home. Right, we've got a table booked. First of many blogs to come. It's all about hope, guys. Have a fantastic day. Love to everybody.